Good morning everyone, Neil, Digital Impact Solutions. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about the Google Page Experience Update. Are you ready? As mobile devices have become a way of life, so is basically the way we search on them. The convenience of having your mobile at the ready, for doing shopping, general browsing, or even following your favourite team's football results, I'm not going to say any more on that, can all be done at a moment's notice without booting up your desktop computer. But as mobile devices have actually evolved, so has the way we actually search on them. You no longer have 3 seconds just to capture a user. There's also things like shopping security. So the increase in online scams, dodgy sites and fake news means that having a fast and secure site has never ever been as important. Google's also starting to think this and has slowly been concentrating on page experience as a ranking metric for a number of years. This has now led to Google announcing that next year, in May, we'll be rolling out the Google Page Experience Update. So what exactly is this Google Page Experience Update? Well, what this will actually cover is a main number of areas, including page speed, whether it's secure, HTTPS, whether it's mobile friendly, and finally it will also be looking at pop-ups, whether it's got intrusive pop-ups. Please don't put pop-ups on mobiles. Anyway, some of these are already ranking metrics which you really should be adhering to. But if your site does not show HTTPS or it fails the mobile friendly test, now is going to be the time to get these things fixed, and you're not going to have a lot of time to do it. So page speed is where we're going to see the biggest change happening. Rather than just concentrating on the site loading in 3 seconds, Google's now going to be looking at other metrics that determine a user's experience and how quickly the main parts of a page load, whether the page and buttons jump around a bit as it loads, and also how long it takes for the site to be fully functional, as in you can click a button and it works. These metrics are going to be called the Core Web Vitals. And as already said, it's actually going to be split into 3 different areas. These are going to be actual performance metrics to measure how happy a visitor would be in browsing a website. It's no longer just, like I said, how long it takes for a website to load, but it's going to be concentrating on stability and also interactivity, which are all parts of the mobile experience. So each level of interaction is going to be measured in time and given a score according to how long the event takes. So these performance metrics are going to be called good, brilliant, needs improvement, or a big bad fail. So Core Web Vitals are going to be split between these 3 main areas, and I'll go through them now. So you've got largest contentful paint, LCP. This measures the time it would take for your website to load the main image or main piece of content. Now websites actually load in chunks, but normally it happens that fast we don't actually see it. So it's going to be all about making sure that main chunk loads as fast as possible. So what other areas does it cover? First, input delay, FID. This actually measures how long it takes for the site to be fully interactive, i.e. responsive to a click, a scroll, or tapping on your keyboard. While it may appear this happens straight away, some actual scripts that load on a website can actually block these being interactive. Third metric is cumulative layout shift, CLS. This is quite a mouthful. Have you ever loaded up a web page or on a mobile device or a desktop device only to appear halfway down the page when it finally loads? So you click on it and it moves down. This can actually be disruptive and lead to poor page experience for users. Google wants to reward sites that actually keep this to a minimum, and a good score is 0.1. So how can I track all these? Well, there's currently a few ways you can track the Core Web Vitals. You can either do a Google search for Google's Page Speed Insights tool, put in your URL, and it'll actually tell you how that particular page performs according to these metrics. The easiest way is to log into your Google Search Console, and if you haven't got it, then I desperately say you should have it. This is where Google will actually communicate about your site. Within Google Search Console, you're going to see 3 main elements. Good, as I said before, green, needs improvement, orange, and red, poor. Concentrate on the actual poor pages. These are going to be ones that Google's going to be concentrating on. So if you do it in that order, concentrate on the poor pages, then concentrate on the pages that need improvement, and then obviously you'll be ready then for when these Core Web Vitals actually rolls out. But like I said, we haven't actually got much time. It's going to be loading out for May. It's now December. you've basically got less than 6 months to get this sorted out. It does actually affect where you're going to be positioned in Google. It's going to be an absolute pain in the backside for some of us. Some won't be ready, but the earliest you start implementing these things, the actual better. So like I said, it's going to roll out in May 2021. Google's going to probably start showing warnings next to sites in a Google search which have poorer page experience, a bit like they did with the Google Mobile Friendly a couple of years back, where they'll actually put the side when you do a search, this site may not perform correctly or have poor performance. That is obviously going to turn off users when they do a search in Google. So again, it isn't just about rankings, it's about performance now. So yeah, I hope you found that useful, guys. I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day. Yep, take care. Thanks very much for watching.